What's going on, man? Gotta hit that mute button, dude. I'm not too good at reading lips yet.
You got to work on that, Justin.
I'm practicing, man, but it's hard. It's real hard.
Yeah, it is. Yes, sir. So what's today's plan?
Gonna role play party, man. It looks like it's just you and me, so we can just party together. How's that?
Heck yeah.
Hopefully there'll be some other folks pop in here.
Yeah, they'll jump in a little bit.
Probably. I did not make this a public session today, so I don't know if they wait to see it on YouTube before they hop in or what happens, but yeah, usually people are just late, I think that's what it is. People are just late.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I was told, hey, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's just sometimes people just have things going on, but in general, entrepreneurs should always be in time. Yeah.
I totally agree with you that people have things going on, and that's just how life is. Yeah. But I do agree with you on the other side too, that entrepreneurs need to have this kind of mastered. I know someone that I swear is going to be 2 hours late to her own funeral. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she is late to everything in life.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours late. And I'm like, man, I don't know how you do it, but I wish I felt that way. However it is.
Now, a lot of apologies, I guess.
Yeah, but that person doesn't mind. That person that I'm talking to, they don't mind if you're upset about it or not, probably. And that's the thing. But I was just, I was taught, just real strictly, like to be, like my dad was real strict on that kind of thing. Oddly, maybe, but yeah, very strict on it. So like, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. Like I would show up 10 minutes early to something. He'd tell me I was 5 minutes late.
Oh, heck yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it got ingrained in my mind, like
that's awesome. I mean, as you're growing up and you're hearing that, you're like, like not again. But then, you learn to value those things. Something my dad taught me is work hard.
Yeah.
And that's almost like going the extra mile. That's what I learned from him. So at the moment when I was a kid, I used to hate it, but now, I see that it built me a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. I feel the same way. Yeah. My dad used to say things to me like, "You're lazy." I'd say, "No, I'm not. I'm carrying in firewood, Dad. I have my arms full. Look at this. It's all I can carry." He'd say, "That's why I say you're lazy. You don't want to make more than one trip."
Hey, but you know what though? Let me. I'm gonna contradict you a little bit. Sometimes lazy people find ways to do things better or smarter.
I agree.
We're not lazy. We're highly efficient.
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I always keep an open mind to learning new things. And gosh, I've learned a lot of things from lazy people.
Really?
And sometimes they work smart.
I agree. I am lazy. That is for sure. He was right about me. And he was right about my motivation. That I did not want to make more than one trip. I didn't want to make that trip. To be honest with you. You know what I mean? Yes. But I do agree with you that has maybe been the inspiration for me to do things a certain way in my life. And that's kind of brought me to where I am. And that, that whole need to be creative, to do creative real estate, to be a salesperson was my need to not have to be at work all day.
Yeah.
Just frankly, like I hated it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of different jobs, and I never liked any of them really. I mean, some of them were better than others, but all of them had people there that I was like, if I wasn't like at work with you, I would never really hang around you.
Mm,
Yeah. You know, does anybody know what I mean?
yeah.
And so it's like, I just wish I could do my thing, you know. Thank God there's a way, you know.
Just a way to hang out with Justin all day.
Yeah, I just want to hang out, with me all day. Yeah. And my family and the people I like and stuff like that. But and do things and go on adventures and have a little fun, And here's the thing that really got me one day is I was just asking my boss, hey, my wife was pregnant at the time. And we lived about 9-hour drive from her family. Okay. And I said, hey, hey boss, my wife's pregnant, and I'm going to I need to take her home to see her family. It's important. And he was like, well, you've already had some time off earlier in the year. No, you've had your time off.
Dang.
I said, okay, well, let me put it like this. I'm going, whether you like it or not. I just need you to let me know if I have a job when I come back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because see, to me, I just did not ever want to live that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like where you're really gonna tell me no, I can't take my pregnant wife home to see her mother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but mind blown here. Like this is like Abraham Lincoln. I thought he passed what was the Proclamation of Emancipation. Like I don't know what happened here, but I feel like I'm now your slave or something. Like, like I can't leave town. All right, sorry, that's PTSD. But those things, I think I've encountered those in my life, but I needed to have that creative way, to get out of that kind of thing. And thank God that real estate's been great for me. And thank God that we live in a country and in a place and a time in the world of history where we can do something of our own. Because I don't know if it was always like that, but thank God it is now, So I was telling my group this the other day, and everybody, we're just kind of talking here. And so we're not on YouTube or anything right now. So I was telling my group the other day, you don't really have, if you're in this business and you're a real estate investor or you're a salesperson on commission only or what have you, you don't really get to use the excuse of inflation and pandemic and lockdowns and crunches and problems and they putting the crunch down on my grind. Okay, you don't really have that excuse. Okay, see, inflation affects people that have jobs, right? But if you're a business owner and you're a sales professional, you should be able to close some deals because you're not capped on your income like a person with a job, right? So when you're watching TV and you're listening to the radio and they're telling you what it's like, I want you to remember they're not talking to you. Okay. You do not fit in that paradigm. All right. They are talking to people who have no hope. They are talking to people who cannot make more than what they know they can make this month because that's what the boss says and that's what the pay rate is. That's the people that they're talking about. They're not talking about you where you could take guts, you could get some leads today, you could have the balls to make the calls, and you could score a deal and you could be the hero. Okay. Those people can't do that, but you can. Okay.
Yeah.
So be creative, right? Be a little more assertive, maybe. Be maybe a little more focused, a little more aggressive, but do not be a victim. Okay. Because you just don't, I heard somebody the other day in my group talking about this way. And this kind of made me think, and I was like, I was so confused. I was like, why are these people talking like this? Like, I don't understand. Like, they can go out and make money and they know how.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Mm.
Okay. I'm sorry, but that's the facts, right? That's horrible. That's hard. But man, I don't think that really fits anybody here in this room. But do y'all know what I'm talking about, though? Y'all know some people like that are kind of getting sucked into that a little bit. And I don't think that applies to us. What do you guys think? Does that apply to us?
No, doesn't.
Yeah.
I say no. Thumbs down.
I just say no too. Like, I've already decided I'm not going to participate in the next. Wait a minute. They calling it a recession, but now they're also calling it a depression too. Maybe even a depression. I've already decided I'm not participating in this shit, man.
And the thing is, if they call it a depression, everybody, oh, it's a depression. It's a depression. So
oh yeah, let's just,
I stay away from news and all that stuff. I got too much going on to listen to all that. And I do know it's gonna, if it gets bad, like, just have to double down and make more phone calls. Get that instinct part of me that my pops worked in. Now it's time to work hard. Now it's time to grind a little bit,
Right. Yeah. Now is the time for you to shine, right? Now's the time to shine. So schedule a one-on-one with Claude or with me if you're in my group, or get the course back out, or get your old tapes out and listen to whatever you got to do, but turn up the volume a little bit. Okay. It's time for you to be more intense. It's time for you to be more assertive, be more focused, be more aggressive. It's time for you to turn up the volume. Let's shine. It's time to shine. Okay. There are homeowners out there who are hurting. Interest rates are going up. It's going to be more expensive to borrow money. That means there's going to be fewer buyers. The market's already shifting. It's already been announced. It's shifting. Okay. Now is the time to shine. So you got two kinds of people. You got the people crying and you got the people getting excited because whatever they upset the apple cart, dude, there's money in play. Let's get it. Okay. That's how I feel about it. And when they're talking about all this doom and gloom, they ain't talking about me. They're talking about someone else with no hope. Okay. All right. Sorry for my soapbox, everybody. That's my 10-minute monologue. Welcome to the Wednesday role play. I'm glad you're here. This is a private session today. It's just us. And I wanted to role play what you want to role play today, but I also wanted to share, I promised to share, I have 3 rules that help me close deals, everybody. And there's more rules than the 3, but there are 3 things that really help me in negotiating with homeowners. And if you're in a different business, it'll help you negotiate with your prospect. And I plan on sharing that with you. So does anybody have any role plays they'd like to talk about right now with either homeowners or tenant buyers or any other type of prospect? We could take on any role plays here. Anybody?
Justin.
Yeah. Welcome, Mike.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. I'm new to the program, maybe about 2 weeks in. I'm a realtor down here in South Florida, and I call a lot of expired homeowners and for sale by owners to get a listing. Okay. So I'd like to hear, a role play in that regards, especially with expired homeowners that left the market unsold.
Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. Let's do a role play. We're a realtor. We're calling it expired listings or failed listings. Okay. Right. So they had their house on the MLS. It did not sell for whatever reason.
They're getting pounded. They're getting maybe 40 to 50 phone calls, the first morning.
Okay. From realtors just like you.
Correct.
Okay. So we got to be different in some way. Right. Okay. Let's think about this for a minute before we attack it. Okay. So this is what we're going to be. We're going to be different. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, I recommend we be direct and to the point. How much bullshit can they take if they got 40 people trying to bullshit with them? Okay. I would recommend direct and straight to the point. All right. What other things might we want to do if we set the pace here, if we set the environment right in our mind before we call? What other things might we consider? Anyone?
I would say hit the pain point quick.
Okay. Pain points. Pain points. What might that be, you think?
Their need to sell. How fast do they need to sell?
Well, yeah, they wanted to sell and they didn't, right? So maybe they're very, very much in need or very, very much in greed.
Yeah.
Maybe they also don't like realtors now too. Maybe they're mad at their last realtor.
Yeah.
And they think all realtors are the devil. So we got that we might contend with too. Okay. So any other thing what is our objective here with the call? What do we want to see happen? I think that's one thing that we really rarely tell ourselves in our minds as salespeople before we pick up the phone. Okay. Oh man, where's my phone? Here it is. Before we pick up the phone, usually if you're me, I have a tendency to pick up the phone, start dialing, start talking. It's kind of nice. Set the pace, set the environment in your mind. Understand what your objective is first. Okay. If you don't know what your objective is, where are you going? Okay, let me share this. I want to share this because this is powerful, I think. And I was considering this yesterday with a student of mine. And let me pull this up, everybody. Give me a second, because you all have seen this before, but I think it bears repeating a little bit here. All right. Okay, I'm sharing screens. And there we go. Sorry. I think you see it now, right? Mastering the phone to get property deals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's what happens, everybody. I think what we end up doing here in this first stage, the agenda, is we don't even really talk about this part very much, but it's the roadmap. Okay, the intro,
Hey,
the
Justin,
and the roadmap. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you wanted to play that little background music, but there's a background music.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man. Something going on there.
I think you had YouTube open too when you opened that tab. We liked it. I liked it.
Hey, you were floating away. Yeah, it was floating away on a cloud kind of music. That's spa. Hey, that's what I listen to. I listen to spa radio on like Pandora or Sirius XM. Does anybody else do that? Is that strange?
No, I hear it. I love that. It's like good background music.
Yeah, I mean, it helps me. I think it helps me remain calm. Spa by Sirius XM. Yeah, that's what they'll every now and then they'll come on and say that. All right, you guys looking at this agenda section here, the roadmap. I think we leave this roadmap part out a lot. Okay, we don't even talk about it much. We like to nail. Hey, if I ask you a few questions, is it okay? And if you can ask me a few, that's cool too. And you know, if it's not a good fit, you can tell me no. We like to say that stuff, but we rarely, I think, really nail this intro and roadmap. I recommend, first of all, that we are proud of who we are. So Mike is a realtor. I think he needs to, first of all, be proud. Mr. Homeowner. Yes, my name is Mike. I'm a realtor. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Somebody talk to me. Is that smart or is that not smart?
I don't know if I'm the 30th. When I'm the 30th realtor, they really lay into you.
Okay.
But just because some of the realtors are not always have good integrity, so I don't know. I don't know if I'd start with that.
Okay. So as gut salespeople, though, we're building a conversation here, And that means that we're going to have to, you don't hear the music again, do you?
I liked it.
Okay. Hey, right now it's in you. I can
I thought we
tell.
were watching Space Odyssey 2001 for a second there.
Oh no.
That
No,
movie.
that looks like I'm at the spa. Actually, no, they're playing Enya right now for sure.
Mhm.
That's the name of the band. I don't know if you guys remember Enya from many years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah, I do.
Okay, so how do we then in this particular role play with where we're a realtor and we're calling somebody that's getting beat up here? How do we start with an introduction and a roadmap? How do we introduce ourselves? If we don't want to tell him we're a realtor right off the bat, then how do we start this conversation?
Or how about just maybe perhaps acknowledging already that they're getting beaten up? Like, hey, I know I'm not the first to call you.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not saying it's wrong, Mike. I just don't like it. You know?
It brings up the subject. It brings up the subject. I think for like the first thing you want to do is knock them off guard and get them talking.
Right. Right. How do we do that? Great advice. How do we do that? Hello, yes, Mr. Homeowner. What do we say first?
I have a solution for you. Or you have a problem and I have the solution.
Oh man, my wife must have told you to call me because I was just telling her this morning we have loads of dog shit in the backyard and we need that company to come out and clean it up. Man, when can you guys get out here? I'm just messing with you, man, but that, like, to me, like, I don't even, like, how do we let this person know what we're talking about?
I would go with, hey, Justin, I got your name and number here. That beautiful house on whatever street. Why didn't that sell?
Okay.
I think that would get them talking.
I like that. I feel like this is getting closer to tap dead center for us. Yeah. What about we revise that? Say that one more time, Gonzalo. Say it again. Was that?
Yeah. Hey, Justin. This is G. That beautiful house you have on 123 Main Road. Why didn't that sell?
Okay. I like that. Let's talk about that. Is there a way? Do we like that, or is there something we could do to update that or revise that? What do we think? JC likes it. Jessica likes it. Okay, I like it pretty well too. It's yeah. I think it could be better.
Yeah.
I think it could be better. Let's make it better. But it's really good, really good. How can we make it better? Anybody? Mr. Homeowner, would you still like to sell that house over at 123
Main Street?
I think,
yeah. You could say,
would that be better than what? Say yours again, Gonzalo, and then I'll say mine again. Let's just compare. I mean, we're just working here, guys.
That beautiful house on 123 Main Street. Why didn't that sell?
Okay. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, would you still sell that property at 123 Main Road?
That captures interest.
Okay. So maybe that's a good opener line. And the answer to that question, if the answer to that question is no, what's the point in talking? Right? Because they don't even want to sell.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe talk with them a little more if you can, if they're talky. But if they tell you no, again, what's the point? You're setting a roadmap already. You want to talk about them selling this house. Mr. Homeowner, you wouldn't want to still sell that house at 123 Main Road, would you? Okay. I wanted to call you today and talk to you about making that happen. Can I ask you a few questions? You can ask me a few, and if it's not a good fit, you can tell me no. Is that fair? What do we think about that? That's like the traditional guts opener, but it's a strong intro with a roadmap being set here. This is what we're talking about, Mr. Homeowner. Okay, what do we think about that? Let's talk. Anybody got comments?
I got a question because, I mean, just this property was just on the market yesterday.
Okay,
And
so
if they
super
had,
fresh.
yeah. So if they had gotten an offer for that property yesterday, a fair offer that they would consider fair, they may have sold the property, right?
Yep. Okay. So
And then,
so are you thinking the homeowner is going to say, well, why didn't you bring me someone yesterday if you have someone?
That could be. I mean, if that was brought, I have been asked that before. If you got a buyer, why didn't you? Where were you when it was on the market?
Yeah. Well, sir, there are 5,000 realtors and there are 457 listed properties on the market right now, just in this neighborhood. So I'm not sure that I've seen your property until now, but nevertheless, are you still in a position to consider selling it? Bring it right back home to him, baby. Bring it right back home to him. Let's not put the pressure on me. Hey, the question here is the roadmap is do you want to still sell this house? If you want to go down that path, let's talk. If you don't want to go down that path, we don't need to talk. That's how I see it,
going
guys.
on.
Right. Okay. Anybody with comments on that? Jessica, I'd love to hear from you, or JC, or Lou, or any of you. Curtis, I'd love to hear from you too, dude. Welcome everybody. Glad you're all here. Thanks for being a part of this. If it was just me, it would suck, but you guys are here.
I like the way you just cut to the chase, no nonsense. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I think you have to in this situation.
Yeah.
So let's role play that. Who wants to role play that? Since we've worked out the initial agenda, let's go ahead and role play that call. Okay. Who wants to be the realtor? Mike, why don't you be the realtor since you're practicing here? And who wants to be the homeowner? You just
Justin,
lost your...
I'm kind of going in and out. I'm in a bad area. It's about to
Okay.
rain, so I don't want to mess up the role play.
All right, no problem, man.
I'll be a homeowner.
Okay, Vic will be the homeowner. Does anybody want to be the realtor that's calling? The realtor that's calling the failed listing. It just failed yesterday. Very, very, very hot lead here. Very hot lead. Anybody want to try?
I'll volunteer.
All right. All right, Vic is the homeowner and Gonzalo is the realtor guy.
The realtor guy. Yep.
All right. The scenario has been set. Any questions from you guys?
I guess I listed for 90 days, 360 days.
No, you had it listed on the MLS for 6 months. It did not sell. It expired yesterday. And so that listing is no longer valid and you are now a for sale by owner up for grabs. You have gotten about 40 phone calls today from different realtors looking to try to get you to relist the property with them. Gonzalo calls you as a realtor. He needs to be different. He needs to be special. If he's not, you won't listen to him.
He's gonna hang up.
Okay, the gauntlet has been set. Okay, let's
but you said I was highly motivated, but I've talked to 40 people and I rejected them all.
No. Let's assume you're motivated, a little disillusioned with the whole realtor thing, not angry or bitter, but just kind of like disappointed that it didn't work out. And now these people are calling and you just don't know if you have time for this right now. And
okay.
And you are motivated, but I mean, it'd be nice if it wasn't this damn hard.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Does that paint the picture okay, Mike?
Yep. That sounds pretty good.
All righty. Let's go. Ring, ring.
Say hello, Vic.
Hello? Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Oh, hey, Vic, this is G. Did you still want to sell your house on 123 Main Street?
Yeah, I want to sell it, but I had it listed. Didn't work out with that realtor.
Oh, geez, that's too bad. I'm sorry for that. Gosh, I hate realtors, man. I'm just messing with you, Vic. I'm a realtor too myself, man. But I wanted to see if there was anything I can do to help you out. Are you thinking about listing it? and
Time
resell them?
out, time out, time out. We got loosey goosey a little bit there, everybody, right? So let's tighten up the screws. All right, let's tighten it up because the intro roadmap was superb. Okay. He said, hey, you want to sell this property? Great. All right. Now, he didn't really tell him who he was or anything till later. He used a little bit of humor and all that was fine. But like then he didn't really know where to go from there. As far as he was like, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? The answer is going to be, no, not now, not right now. Okay. So you were about to crash and burn on that one. So I wanted to pause, man. I mean, in the real world, that's what would have happened to me. That's all I'm saying. So how do we transition from, do you want to sell that house? Right? You still want to sell that property? He said, yes. He said, I had it listed. Disappointed. It didn't work out with that real. He's already opening up on pain and motivations. And
I will say something in the
Right.
nature of, I'm very interested in your property and your house. I would love to make you an offer today.
okay, as an investor, yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Would you be in a position to accept an offer today from me if it were comfortable? Okay, that's what an investor would say. What would a realtor say? Switch hats, be a realtor. He said, yep, I want to sell it, but I just had it listed. It just expired. I'm disappointed. It didn't work out. I don't even know why. And I'm just tired.
At this point, Justin, I think I would have agreed with him. And yep, it probably sucks. It probably changed your plans, and just agree with him and give him like a little tap on the shoulder, and then paint the roadmap probably. But I don't even know how to make the transition from that. Yeah.
Okay.
What about like if I can get it sold in the next, if I can get you a fair offer in the next 30 days, you know, would that be something you would consider?
30 days. Wow. The last guy listed for 90 days. So, I mean, we could try for 30 days, but what happens if you don't sell it in 30 days? Am I still locked into something?
Okay, let's time out on that. Okay, I like where you're going with that, Mike. I mean, if you can do a 30-day listing, you wanted to do a 30-day listing, that's fine. Here's my opinion. I think we need to go the way that the seller here is going with the conversation. Don't fight the flow, everybody. Okay. He's already opening up. Yes, I do want to sell. I had it listed with a realtor. It didn't work out. I'm disappointed. And now I don't know why it didn't work out. I'm just tired, but I do want to sell. Okay. Where's that conversation leading? Where do we need to go with this? If we're not fighting the flow, we're not changing the flow, we're just going to let him go with this. What are we going to encourage him to talk? How are we going to keep him talking about the pain and the why and the suffering and the ripping and the tearing or whatever it is? Okay.
Would it be a good time to ask why it's important for him to sell?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Homeowner, you know, that all makes sense to me, and I'd feel disappointed too. Let me ask you, what are you really trying to accomplish? What is your main objective? What is important to you? Why are you trying to sell? When do you need to sell? If I had someone that was ready to buy, when do you want to move? We could ask a lot of powerful questions that would really take the conversation in the right direction here.
Yeah.
But if we get to like Chris Farley, JoJo, the idiot circus boy, he breaks his sale. Oh, he said he wanted to sell, and I just went right in. Boom. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Homeowner. I can tell that selling your home to the right person is important to you. Why does that mean so much? Okay. That's a power question, in my opinion. Okay. It's going to take the conversation deeper into the emotional realm of his experience. What does anyone think about that? Am I crazy? Have I gone loco?
It's a good question because it's a very neutral question, and the seller could go either way and start talking about what he really wants.
Yeah, right, right. So you want to get into somehow, right? Here's how I think through conversations, everyone. I actually use the GUT system. And so after we've established some type of roadmap here, which we've done, and he's already opening up for this why stuff, I need to just go with the flow and just flow right into this why stuff. Well, Mr. Homeowner, how much was it listed for, and how much do you need to have to walk away with? Okay. And if I were able to make that work, what would it mean to you? You follow me? All right. Mr. Homeowner, well, we said this one already. If I had somebody that I could bring in here to buy this place from you, when were you wanting to move? Maybe these are some powerful questions that really draw. Okay. Is the competition doing this? No. The competition is doing what our initial role play was, which is, hey, yeah, my name's Justin. I'm a realtor. And yeah, I saw your property was listed. And oh, man, you know, I just wanted to call and see if there's anything I could do to help you out. No? Okay. Well, remember me if you need anything up the road, and I'll call you later. Okay. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Click.
They do the presentation and benefits before they know the motivation.
Yeah. That's what the competition sounds like, right? Exactly, Gonzalo. But so we got to be different.
Well, the competition, just the standard script for an expired is, when's the next time you're interviewing an agent? I don't know. Okay, so if you had sold, where would you move to? That's normally like the first question. If you had sold, where would you move to? So something opposite of that. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. So, and you're going to want to sound different, because that standard script that all of the realtors are using is, again, 40 people have tried to use that today.
Right.
And so you're going to have to talk to them, the homeowner. You're going to have to talk to them at the level of their concern. Okay. I think Jessica said it this way last time we were together, in that you have to, hit them on their level or what, I don't know, some way like that you said, but it was exactly right. It was like, you got to come up to their level or come down to their level, or you got to speak to them at the point of their concern, which is
meet them where they're at.
Meet them where they're at.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And where he's at is he's tired of realtors calling, and he wants something to be done with this house, and he's tired. So let's speak to that. Do you want to sell it? You do? Okay. You had problems before? Well, he said the price was too high and you couldn't get any offers. That's what the realtor said. Well, if that weren't true and I could make it better, what would you say about that? Okay. Power question. I love it. All right. That's fun. That's a fun way to role play. That's a fun way to talk to homeowners and prospects, in my opinion, too. It comes off authoritative, intelligent, intuitive, like you care. Okay, all of that. All right. But the script comes off like, oh God, not another one of these. Okay. So we don't want that. That's for sure. All right. Scripts don't work, right? Uncle Claude says. So let's role play this one more time, and then maybe someone else has a different role play. Let's role play one more time. Let's switch characters here. Instead of Gonzalo being the caller, let's switch. Anybody else want to be a caller? No one.
Is it still the realtor calling, or
let's do the realtor. Let's do the realtor calling. Or we could switch it to an investor now if you like. Would you like to switch it to an investor?
Yeah, let's do an investor.
Switch it to an investor. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to volunteer? Anyone? This is Wednesday role play party. So this is not on YouTube. I'm not going to put you out there and make you, be a superstar today or anything. I just us. I'm gonna post. It is on YouTube, but it's unlisted, so people can't see it unless I share the link with them. Like I'm going to put the link in Skype here in just a little bit so you guys can watch it, but it's not like for everybody. So let's practice. Who wants to practice?
I can be the homeowner again too, and someone else can be the investor. That's okay too. Anyone want to try to role play?
Okay, Vic is good at being a homeowner. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe we're not calling expired listings as investors, and that's why we don't want to role play, but we should be. Why should we be?
A lot of motivation. So they're probably more motivated than a cold list.
Yeah.
Super motivated.
I'll tell you what, man, in an average market, like at least I'll take I'll get wait 6 months and get a list of 100 expired listings. Okay. I don't even skip trace them. I just get yellow paper like this. And then I'll do with the lines on it. And then I'll write the note, hey, your property was listed and now it's disappeared. Are you still interested in selling it? I'm interested in making an offer. Call Justin. Signed. P.S. I'm a local guy just like you. Okay. Put that in the mail. Fill out the envelope with a marker, a magic marker, or a crayon, or something that gets their attention. They'll open it. They'll read it. Your phone will ring. Okay. Just some advice. Just some advice. If you want some inbound phone calls, if you're tired of generating leads and making outbound phone calls, expired failed listings is where it's at. Because after Mike, okay, if Mike calls, it's over. Okay, because he's a realtor, he's a guts realtor. But after all of Mike's co-workers, all of the other 40 realtors call, none of them sent the yellow letter handwritten with the magic marker envelope that said, hey, I'm a local guy and I actually want to make an offer on it. They all just wanted to say, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? Or, hey, weakness, right? Okay, be strong. All right. So I've shared this before. I want to put this in the chat room, everybody, and we'll role play this investor stuff. But let me put it in the chat for you. And that there is the closing questions that I have been using today. Okay, you've heard me use several what I've been referring to as power questions. There's 19 of them that I use on a regular basis. Okay, I've compiled them in a list. I've just shared that with you in the Zoom chat. You can grab those. You can use those at your leisure. You can use them in your business, in your conversations with your prospects. They work in every industry that I've employed them in, or I've seen others use them in. Where did I come up with this list? Well, I read a lot of books about words and questions and power phrases and magic words and sales words that close and just blah, 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 on and on. And I'm just addicted to words. I'm addicted to questions. And so I just have compiled this from various locations in my experience as a salesperson. And some of those you will recognize came from Claude, and some of them you won't know where they came from. And honestly, some of them I don't remember where I got them. But I do use them a lot. Okay, so tape them up on your wall or do something like that, because sometimes when we're a lot of times, let's just be honest, and maybe you can admit to this too, if you're like me, you get on the phone with a prospect and something happens and they call it a brain fart. And you can't think of where you should go next. Right?
Yeah.
When that happens to me, I just look up and I read question number 7. I'm sorry, Mr. Homeowner, I'm confused. Can you tell me more about that? Can you tell me that again? That's a saving question. Power question. Okay. So, this helps me. I have a cheat sheet. Okay. And that is my cheat sheet I just shared with you. So feel free to use it as much as you like. Okay. Anybody want to volunteer to be the investor? I don't want to be the investor because I've given a lot of advice today, but I would like someone to volunteer to be the investor. Vic will be the homeowner. We're going to make this call. It's an expired listing. It's a for sale by owner that was listed on the MLS and it's no longer there. Okay, failed listing. How do we, first of all, how do we get failed listings for our business? Anyone, please? Anyone?
You can get them off PropStream. They actually have, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. PropStream didn't used to have it, had it, then didn't have it, now has it again. All right. Hallelujah. So PropStream, that's great. Where else can I find failed listings if I don't have PropStream?
Call up Mike.
Call up Mike.
Realtors.
Call up Mike. Hey, Mike, you got MLS access? Could you pull up some failed listings? Sure he could. Sure he could. Will he for you? I don't know. You might have to send him a Starbucks gift card. Okay. Hey, Mike, I don't want the ones you're working right now, like the fresh ones. Hey, can you send me anything that's 6 months old? Can you send me stuff maybe even like going all the way from before the pandemic? Why not? Why not? Okay, so a realtor can do it. All right, let's role play. Anybody? We need to be calling failed listings. So what happens when we call one as an investor? Anybody? Anybody want to volunteer? Nobody, everybody quiet, everybody chickening out. Have I been a bad host today?
No.
Maybe they're a little shy. Maybe you go first, Justin, and somebody else can tag along, something like that.
All right. Does everybody agree that I should do it?
Yes.
All right, let's try it. Let's see. You guys judge me. You guys grade me. Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, this is Justin. I'm an investor. I'm a landlord investor, and I saw your property was listed online. Looked like it was on the MLS and it's gone. I wanted to make an offer, but by the time I got to it, it was gone. What happened? Is it sold?
Yeah, Joe Blow, the investor, had it on for like 90 days. He promised me like this like over market price. He showed it to a few people, and I don't know what happened. Like I got some offers, they were pending, but now it's not working out.
Okay, so you've got offers pending right now?
No. Everything's done. It didn't work out. They didn't have financing, some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the realtor, he said 90 days are up, and he gave up.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, man. What's your first name again?
Oh, my name is Victor.
Okay, Victor, like I said, I'm Justin. I'm a landlord investor, and I'd like to talk to you about making an offer on this property today. But I'd like to know what's important for you so I can include those things in my offer. And if I do make an offer to you today, are you in a position to accept it if it's something that's comfortable and it fits you?
Yeah, you're gonna give me all cash at the price.
Well, if I were able to make that work, what's that mean for you?
I'm
just blasting through this. You guys see what I'm doing? Easy. Okay. We are getting to the heart of the matter right now. Okay. He keeps trying to put it back off on me, and I keep putting it right back off on him. Well, it was over this, and he had some offers, he thought, but it didn't work out, and I'd like to get this much. Well, if I were able to make that work, what does that mean to you? Gosh, I love that. It's so good. All right. Sorry, everybody. Am I boring? All right. I hope not. See, it's not magic. It's just I got this training. I got Coach Victor. I got Coach Victor. He sent me a text message here. I do have Coach Victor. I love him. But I've got Coach Claude, right? I've got you guys to practice with. I've got this cheat sheet that I just gave you guys. I got this roadmap agenda thing that I shared earlier on the screen. I've got that. I've got some cheat sheets. I just practice. That's it. So, and these cheat sheets and stuff, sometimes they make me sound real smart, and I'm not. Okay. So don't think like, and I think, what was it, us talking last week that introverts usually do better at this stuff? Right. So why does an extrovert not do as good usually as an introvert in this business?
Because they want to overtalk.
Oh, they want to fight. They kill the sale. Yeah. But an introvert has to work at this. So you get more efficient, you get more deadly, right? Okay. So it don't count yourself out, be like, well, you know, he has a personality, he's a big ham. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm a big ham, but I mean, like, really, honestly, I don't really have any friends. Okay, outside of you guys, I don't really have like a strong family bonds with outside of my household here. I don't really socialize. I don't like people a lot, really. I really don't. I mean, is that horrible to say? I don't like, if I had the choice of spending a bunch of time with people or just being alone, I'll just be alone. That's just me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the same way. I push myself and force myself to interact with people, but just for practice. But I also like my privacy. I'm also like a loner. If there's a party Saturday night and I can stay at home watching YouTube videos, I'd much rather do that. But I force myself and I put myself in awkward situations just for the practice, because I also am an introvert. It's something I'm changing too right now.
I totally agree with you, and I think that you prove my point exactly, because see, you're an introvert too. You like the loneliness, but at the same time, you force yourself out of your little shell, you know, and you make yourself practice. An extrovert is just out there just winging it. Wow. Okay. They've got to somehow pull the reins and, oh, slow down, Sally, slow down. You know, that's what an extrovert has to do. But an introvert has to put themselves out there. An introvert can be a great sniper salesperson. Just get in there and boom, hit it and get out. You know what I mean? Love it. Love it. Thank God he made me the way he did. Okay. Because if I weren't the way I am, I don't know if I would apply myself to the words like I do. That's why I apply myself to the words, because I don't know if you guys ever hear, but sometimes I'll stutter a little bit and I'll stammer and I'll say stupid things. I'm from the hills of Kentucky. I'm a hillbilly. Okay. I'm like, ignorance runs in my family sometimes. Okay. So like, I have to try to work at this. Okay. And what you see in me, if you think I have accomplished some level of expertise with it, it is only because I have worked at it. Okay. Because I'm not naturally just this person. Okay. I would rather honestly be not in front of everyone all the time. Okay. All right. You see what I'm saying? So don't use it as an excuse, everybody. Okay. Because I know it's easy to, you know, well, I don't feel like making calls today. Well, great. You know, nobody does. That's why you're going to be great at this. And you're not going to get on there and screw around. You're going to get on there and do your work. You're going to kill it. You're going to hang up the phone. You're going to go in there. You're going to eat some pizza and play some video games or whatever you like. Maybe do some yoga or whatever. Go for a walk with your partner. That's nice. You know, that's what I'd rather be doing.
Yeah.
Right. Going for a walk with my partner, right? My wife. She's beautiful. I'd like to spend time with her. Okay. So let's not use that as an excuse, everybody. I don't know why we got on that or why I got on that, but you know, I feel like that's a thing. You just got to have the balls to make the calls. Okay.
Justin, can you speak a little bit on your tonality and how because even when you were doing that role play as an investor or a realtor, either way, right now when you were talking, like you're changing up your tonality. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, you know, I was raised in music a lot. So like instead of playing baseball and stuff, I was taught to like go and take music lessons and things like that. So that's what I did. And so everything is musical for me in life, you know, like it kind of is. And so even the meter of my voice and the tonalities, I'll go up and then I'll go down and then I'll talk like this and I'll get real low. Sometimes I'll slow down. And then I'll crescendo up into a great big exciting climax, you know, because that's just music for me. But, you know, I think that helps a little with YouTube. I don't know if it helps a lot with the homeowner.
Okay.
Just frankly. I do purposefully do it, though. I will admit that. If you guys ever heard of neuro-linguistic programming, I have a certification in that. I took a certification class in that. And so like I do use some of those ideas in my sales, but for the most part, I'm just a guts guy, you know, really. But I do things like, hey, my name is Justin. Justin. You see I'm going up on the end. Hey, my name is Justin. Hey, my name is Justin. Hey, this 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 is Justin. Which do you like? Somebody give me feedback. One. You like the up. You like the up on the end.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So think about how you sound, right? So as a homeowner, he only knows you by how you sound. Right. And if you're coming off, hey, my name is, I don't know how you do it with one syllable names like Mike. Hey, my name is Jessica. Hey, this is Jessica. Almost like a question. Like, hey, don't you remember me? I've already started hypnotizing them. See, that's the power of it. That's the neuro-linguistic programming. I've already started him thinking internally, who is this? Do I know this Jessica?
That's it's interesting, Justin, because you know, just the opposite of it, because I've been to a couple of real estate coaching programs and that's called the upswing and a downswing. So the upswing makes you question where the downswing is more so authoritative, but we're taught, or I was taught, to use downswings. Hello, this is Mike with eXp Realty, and a downswing to be more authoritative when you're on the phone. But you're saying that you like to do the upswing with your name, because it's a question for them.
I do, because see, the very first principle, really, I think, of hypnotic sales, if we're, and Claude talks about this too, conversational hypnosis, but in hypnotic sales, the very first thing that you have to accomplish is you have to get them internally dialoguing on your question. If they begin to think inside about what you're talking about, then they'll begin feeling it too. Now you're cooking with grease. Okay. So yeah. Hey, this is Justin. They're thinking right away, Justin, do I know a Justin?
Justin,
I've already got them. I got their attention. Boom, 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 right there, right off, just with my name. Okay, I'm sorry, Gonzalo, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think going based off what Mike just said, I think coming off as authoritative is almost more like a warm call, or if you know that they reached out for something, so you want to present yourself as a professional and give them that authoritative voice, versus a cold call that they don't know who you are. You want to sound a little more familiar and a little more friendly. I think that's a good way to separate those.
I like that too. That was good advice. And I was thinking earlier, maybe the downswing is more applicable for B2B. Like maybe that's when I employ that. Okay. And I do try to employ that when I'm talking to another professional. Hey, Gonzalo, thanks for taking my call. This is Justin.
Yeah, what's up, Justin?
Hey man, that deal that you sent me, let's talk about doing something with that right now. Downswings.
Yep. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. Homeowner, upswings. It's disarming. It's hypnotizing. Upswings. Okay. So just, I know that sounds, flaky and everything, everybody, but that's really literally like, that's why I ask you guys sometimes if I'm crazy, because I really get lost in these kind of thoughts. I could spend all day studying that. It's really, for me, this is what it is. How can I use my words to manipulate my environment to make my life better?
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Words have power.
Right?
Yeah.
Take it back to a philosophical level. Jesus talked about it, Buddha talked about it, Muhammad talked about it, you name it. They all talk about the power of using your words to sculpt your environment. Right? That's what makes you different than the animals. It's not the thumb. It's the fact that you can affect anything with the sound of your voice. Did I just do it right now? Upswing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking about it, aren't you? I got you.
Yeah. It was like a very authoritative phrase that sunk in real deep and made.
Yeah.
I felt that emotion. I felt it. Yeah.
I love you guys. You guys always make me happy. All right, let's call it a quit session here, because it's 1:00 in my time zone.
Yep.
Let's go have some lunch. All right. Hey, does anybody have anything they want to share today? I really do. I mean that when I say I don't really have any friends except you guys. That is about the truth. So, thanks for being here. All right. Really, it means a lot to me. I really enjoy the time we spend together. I hope you do too. Okay. So we'll see you again soon.
Sound like Mr. Rogers now.
I know. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Is that what he says? All right. I'll see you later.
All right.
Thank you.
Signing off. Bye.
I'll put the replay in the Skype. Bye-bye.